afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for the weekend of Friday the 13th. It's for Tuesday, not Monday, the 17th in there. Very excited. We have a 3-day weekend in there. Always like those 3-day weekends. So right now it's about 8 minutes after the close. Today, market up 7. The ES's, just to let you know, a lot of people were keen off the bank stocks today. The deal is that the bank stocks started selling off. The ES's and the advanced decline just refused to go down. And I'm just telling you, is when you watch the advanced decline, that should be the best tell you could have in there. And we're going to go over some of the bank ideas and how we actually made a lot of money in Simpler Stocks today in it. So today, ES is up 7. NASDAQ up 24. TF's up 14.20. Yeah, the bonds down 19. Dow Jones Industrials down all of 5. Like I said, there was some weird sector rotation going on here. You had the airlines down, but you had the banks up. You had the biotechs down, and just interesting on how that works in there. You had the Dow Jones Transports up 57. Ignoring the airlines, you had some of the other stocks within the transport sector pretty darn well. Yeah, crude oil down 50 cents, gold down $1.80, silver having a big fat zero right here. Yeah, the dollar doing much of nothing. Like I said, the advanced decline acted well all day, even when the ESs were only up 275. Yeah, the VIX down all of 25 cents. Yeah, the UVXY, this is all messed up. It had a reverse split, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, the Nikkei up 110. German DAX have a good day up about 1%. The Chinese market down about 0.5% in there. So where does this leave us? Number one, ESs. Everybody on internet, I'm telling you right now, said this was a whole bull flag in the ESs. And the second they said it was a bull flag earlier today, it fell apart. Why did it fall apart? Because you have to know why the ESs went up in the first place. They went up, and I'm going to put ESs on the left, because the banks were up. When JP Morgan started selling off, all of a sudden, the reason for this rally was in doubt. Obviously, something else took the reins later in the day. But the key was there were 3 things. Number one, bull flag, things that made the bull flag go up, which was the JP Morgans. They sell off, bull flag stops working. Does that mean you have to crash? Absolutely not. Why? Because of everything we teach in Simpler Stocks. When you sell off against support and you're oversold, that's not when you want to short the market. That's number one. Number two, look at the advanced declines on the right. I am a big proponent of the advanced declines. This is the NYSE advanced declining issue difference. I really like using that. What do you notice on a 2-minute chart? We're going to put a 2-minute chart of both up here, and I'm going to show you when we started selling off in the market. See that crack right here on the left? So this bull flag didn't work. We started selling off, but what did the advanced decline do? They were still up 650 for the day. When the ES is sold to their low for the day, right at 2268, guess what? This held up like a champ, still up 750. And if you had seen this, boom, be down like 300, that's different. So what happened then? The market just slowly recovered all during the day. Advanced decline never did anything. And that's how you do. We weren't going to have a trend day to the downside. On the other hand, I saw JP Morgan. I didn't think we'd have a trend day to the upside either, and we didn't. In fact, I'll show you how we traded the Goldman Sachs and the JP Morgans of the world. Number one, JP Morgan had good earnings. You're going to find on Simpler Stocks, we don't care about ego. We don't think you have to do a trade to try to prove your worth in the universe. The idea is you don't have to come in with a position in JP Morgan to try to be a hero. The key was to take a 1-minute chart. And I'm going to put JP Morgan actually on the right on a 1-minute chart. And I'm going to put Goldman Sachs on the left. And I'm going to take off every indicator other than the ATR trailing stop. Forget about overbought, oversold. Let's just go to ATR only. Now, I did it wrong. Give me a second. There, ATR only. On the left, I'm going to do ATR only. And now I'm going to put them on a 1 minute chart. And this is all you need to know. I know there are all kinds of cycles and, lines and all these things. Sometimes you can reduce it just to the simplest things. And what is that? When JP Morgan this morning rallied. Why did Goldman Sachs go up? Because JP Morgan rallied. They had earnings on the right. Goldman Sachs has earnings next week. The second this broke this ATR trailing stop here, that means the momentum broke to the upside. Guess what? Goldman Sachs, you have more than enough time to short it. Does that mean shorting at 247? Absolutely not. But guess what happened in here? When this really started to go down at 10:15, you still had time to short Goldman Sachs at 11 o'clock. Look at this at Goldman Sachs right there. Did I short it back here? I could have made a little money back here. But when I saw the point of no return with JP Morgan on the right, what is point of no return? It had this little pop up here at 11:15 and then fell apart. Check this out. Right there. The key is Goldman Sachs was still up at 246. I shorted Goldman Sachs right here. Was I short JP Morgan? I sure was. And I got stopped out right up here. I was pretty annoyed at myself. Stock started going down. I'm like, oh my goodness, Goldman Sachs hasn't gone down yet. Shorted it here. Did I want to buy it at the strike price at 245? You betcha. The problem is it went down so fast you couldn't buy it and cover your short. They made me make $1.50 whether I wanted to or not. So where did I get out? You short it here, you buy it here. That's $1.50. And that's what we try to teach all the time on Simpler Stocks. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you didn't know, we still have the $7 30-day trial, which includes all of this. It includes the chat room where I'm on from 9 to 10 in the morning. We have the premium videos, a lot more in depth than what you're hearing now. You have the email alerts every morning. I do a synopsis of the overall futures markets because to me, the futures you need to know whether to lean long or short. Stock trades and chart ideas, I try to show at least 6 a day. And unusual option activity, I've been actually doing a video at the end of the premium video explaining what unusual option activity I'm seeing. The other thing I want you to realize in here, we have a seminar this weekend, which is pretty exciting, by my boss, John Carter, on SPY on the Big Money. If you're interested in this, he's got a big old class going Saturday and then some live trading on January 17th, 19th, and 20th. Very interesting on how that works in there. This is just go up here to the simpler trading and it'll take you right to it. So everybody have a great weekend and I will talk to you later.